Hey, good morning, guys. It's Mrs. Crow, and this is your very first homework video. So I'm going to go over probably 5 problems with you guys just to kind of show you how to do it. And then you can find out the answers. You can stop, pause, go back, watch it again and again. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever's going to help you, okay? So looking at number 1, we have number 1 and number 2. So we're going to use less than, greater than, or equal to. A little trick for you guys, always point to the smallest number. So when you use your points, you're going to point to the smallest number. But in order to do that, what I like to do, instead of looking at them like this, I like to stack them on top of each other. 202, 876. And then I have 202, 876. And then I compare them. Same, 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 and same. So this is going to be equal because they're exactly the same. That means they're equal to each other. Okay, so you can try number 2 by yourself. Remember, always point to the smallest number unless they're equal. And then stack them on top of each other so that you can compare, kind of like comparing apples to apples, okay? All right, next one is determine which numbers best complete the pattern below. Well, first I need to figure out what the pattern is. So to get from 13 to 20, I know my number's getting bigger. The 2 operations that I would use to get bigger would be addition or multiplication. So if I multiply 13 by anything, it's going to be more than 20. So I know it cannot be that. So it has to be addition. So I figured out that my rule is going to be plus something. So plus what? Well, 13 plus 7 is 20. Well, let's test it out. Is 20 plus 7 27? Yes. Is 27 plus 7 34? Yes. Okay, so I know that my rule, I've tested it out a few times to make sure that that's the rule. So now I just got to do 41 plus 7, which is 48. So for number 3, the answer is going to be 48, comma, because there's 2 answers there. And then I'm going to add 7. So 48 plus 7, that's 55. Okay. All right, so that's my rule. So you're going to do the same thing here. You're going to determine what operation did I use. I went from 42 to 40, and then you're going to tell me what those 2 numbers are going to be, and you're going to write that here. All right, so this one says write the amount shaded. Well, the copy didn't come out very good, so I am not going to count this as what's shaded because clearly you can't really see what's actually shaded in this because the copy did not come out. So do not worry about 5 or 6, okay? Number 7 is write as a numeral 5,210. Okay, little advice for you. Anytime there's a comma there, that means there's going to be a comma in your problem. So I'm going to write 5, and then there's a comma, 1,000. 210. 200, that's the hundreds place, and then we have 10. So the answer is 5,210. All right, then we have Roger. Roger spent 2 and 1/6 hours working on his math homework. Wow, that's a lot of homework. If he spent another 2 and 4/6 hours on his reading homework, what is the total time he spent on homework? Answer is a mixed number. All right, I'm going to tell you guys, before you start any fraction problems, I want you to read this and don't read the fraction yet, and that'll help you a little bit. So Roger spent 2 hours working on his math homework. If he spent another 2 hours on his reading homework, what is the total time he spent on homework? Okay, so then we would just add 2 plus 2. But we don't have that. We have 2 and 1/6 plus 2 and 4/6. Okay, so when we add fractions, the first thing we got to do is make sure they have the same common denominator, which they do. So now you can just add the fraction. And then we have 2 plus 2 is 4. So he spent a total of 4 and 5/6 hours on his homework. Wow, you're lucky you don't have a teacher like that. All right, guys. So that's homework for tonight. So I've given you 1, 2, 3, 4 problems, and then those 2 problems you don't have to do. So I'm hoping that you guys do a great job on this. Remember to turn it in tomorrow in the homework bin. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.